All right, Michael Phelps. The purpose-driven life and a call prompted by God made the difference in the Olympic swimmer's life turnaround. This is when we fight. This is when real characters show up. Don't shut down. If you shut down, we all lose. Ray Lewis. God reports. After competing in four Olympiads, Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympic athlete of all time. But after a damaging photo of Phelps emerged showing him smoking drugs through a bong and 2 DUI arrests, his life hit bottom. I was a trained wreck, he told ESPN. I was like a time bomb waiting to go off. I had no self-esteem, no self-worth. There were times where I didn't want to be here. It was not good. I felt lost. He retired from the sport after winning 18 gold medals, but underneath the surface were unresolved issues from his past. One of those biggest resulted from his parents' divorce, when Phelps was 9 years old, and a complicated relationship with his father, Fred Phelps, and a Maryland State Trooper. I felt like he was abandoning me, and I didn't put any energy into something I thought was a dead-end street, Phelps told ESPN. Bob Bowman, Phelps' coach, became a father figure, but even he became disillusioned by Phelps' erratic behavior. After the bong photo, Michael didn't trust anybody except for me, his mom, and maybe a couple other people. He was wary, and everything Bowman said. He was wary of everything, Bowman said. Following the London Olympics of 2012, Phelps retired as the most decorative Olympian of all time. I was finished. I wanted nothing to do with the sport. I was done, he told ESPN. But retirement brought a newfound freedom that was intoxicating at first. I gained 30 pounds. I probably had too much fun. Whatever I wanted to do, I did. I was a little twerp, he recounted. What was that noise? Phelps approached Bowman about coming back for one last Olympic in Rio. No, I can't go through this again, Bowman told him. Phelps protested. No, I'll do it again. I'll do it the right way, he assured his coach. But on September 30, 2014, Phelps left the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore, where he had been drinking heavily, and foolishly got behind the wheel. Police pulled him over for going 81 in a 55 zone. A breathalyzer test revealed a blood alcohol level that was nearly twice the legal limit. He was charged with a DUI, his second in 10 years. Coach Bowman thought it was the last straw, his third strike, and that was it. For the next week, Phelps languished in his Baltimore home, curled up in his bedroom, with thoughts of suicide carrying through his mind. This is the end of my life. How many times will I mess up? Maybe the world would be better without me. People won't have to deal with the BS of the crap I put them through, he thought. Phelps isolated himself, didn't eat, and rarely slept during his week of implosion as he continued to be dogged by social impulses. Next picture. But prompted by God, an unexpected rescue call came from a longtime friend, NFL star Ray Lewis. A strong Christian, immediately Lewis sensed the hopelessness and despair in Phelps. "This is when we fight," Lewis told Phelps. "This is when real characters show up. Don't shut down. If you shut down, we lose. We all lose." Lewis proceeded to tell Phelps about his own dark days, some things that weren't pretty in his life, which is an understatement. Following his Super Bowl party in Atlanta in 2000, Lewis and two friends got into an altercation in the Cobalt Lounge near downtown. In the resultant fight, Jack Anthony Baker and Richard Lawler were stabbed to death. The white suit Lewis was wearing that night has never been found. Lewis' attorney negotiated a plea deal that resulted in 12 months probation, and his two friends were ultimately acquitted. But in many eyes, his reputation was shattered. However, the devastating ordeal depended Lewis's personal faith in God. On the phone, Lewis convinced Phelps to seek help at the Meadows, a behavioral rehab facility outside Phoenix, according to ESPN. Phelps knew it was time for a change, but taking the next step was outside his comfort zone. "I got into a car, shaking when I got there. I was scared. Afraid for the first time in my life." When you find your lowest point in your life, you know what to do. You call unto God, you call Jesus Christ. That is who you call. So obviously, these people know, no matter who you are or what you are in life, if you turn to God, He will always set you free. He will always wash you of your sins. Michael Phelps, the purpose-driven life and a call prompted by God made the difference in the Olympic swimmer's life turnaround. It's a nice story. All right.